Hey there, ladies. Claire Luffman here, accountability coach and owner of Six Figure Success Habits, and I come to you with 3 tips in 3 minutes. So I want to ask you about last week. How was last week? Were you super productive? And if so, great. And if not, if you look back at last week and feel like you weren't nearly as productive as you can be, I want to share 3 things with you today. First of all, I want to ask you, did you know when you were going to show up to work last week? Do you have a schedule that you know when you're going to clock in and clock out, if you will? Do you know when you're going to show up to work? I know many of you are thinking, but that's why I came into business, so I can have complete flexibility. But you know what I'm finding happen too often is that we're just working our business whenever we feel like it, or whenever we can fit it in around everything else that's going on in our life. We can't, that's not going to cut it. The best thing is, though, that you create your schedule. So I'm not going to have to tell you work Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. You decide. But create a schedule and show up to work. For me, I work from 9 to 3:30, Monday through Friday. Friday afternoon is optional for me, but that's my schedule, and I show up. So that's the first thing. Did you show up to work last week? Secondly, did you know what was going on last week? As far as, did you plan out the week? Either Monday morning, that's when I do it, or Sunday evening, or either Friday for the upcoming week. Did you look at your calendar and just get a quick glance at the landscape? What do you got going on? And then even besides that, did you figure out what are you committed to doing that week? I create my weekly commitments, at least 3 weekly commitments, aside from everything else I've got going on, aside from my meetings, aside from things that I know I'm going to do, like write my blog post or record my video. But what are additional 3 things to move my business forward? Those are my commitments. I make a commitment to myself. Meaning, I identify those 3 things, but I also schedule time in my calendar. I block out time in my calendar. And I figure out, when am I going to work on what throughout the week? So that'd be my second question. Did you know what you were going to work on when last week? And the third thing is, when you were working on the right things? So many times, women business owners are working on the busy, behind the scenes stuff, right? They're getting ready to get ready. They're organizing their office again. Instead of watering their money tree is what I call. You figure out, what are your money earning activities? 80% of your work time should be spent on those money earning activities. 20% on behind the scenes stuff like email and organizing and planning and the finances of your business. All that's important. You learning professionally, all that's important. But let's figure out how to do that 20% of the time. So if you work 20 hours in a week, 80% of that would be 16 hours spent on your watering your money tree, so on your money earning activities. And the majority of that time watering your money tree would be spent on marketing. So regardless of where you are in your business, spending a good chunk of your time on marketing. Now, the number of hours would be different depending on if you're just starting your business versus if you've been in business for a number of years. But if you're, again, that example, if you're working 20 hours a week, and if 80% of that time is watering your money tree, which is 16 hours, I would assume that anywhere between 5 to 16 of those hours would be on working your marketing plan. So are you getting out there? Are you working your marketing plan consistently? Where you're meeting your ideal clients online, offline, you're introducing them to what you've got to offer, you're keeping in touch, you're building that relationship, you're letting them know what you have to offer. So those are my 3 questions to you. First of all, did you know when you were going to show up to work? Did you have your schedule, and did you show up? Secondly, did you have an idea of what you were going to do last week? Did you know when you were going to work on what? And thirdly, when you were working your business, where you're spending the majority of your time watering your money tree and working your marketing plan. All right, ladies, I'm here to support you. I'm cheering you on, and I'll talk with you soon. Bye.